Good morning. This is another installment on tessellations. And if you haven't watched my other ones, you might want to go back and see how I actually drew them. But a tessellation is an object that'll fit inside of another object and piece together and go all the way around. And you can see this is a dog and a cat I'm actually making for a veterinarian friend of ours. But anyway, I've taken my tessellations and copy them, and that's from the previous video. But then I'm going to put a border around them. And this particular border is going to be 8 inches by 4 inches. And I'm going to make like a breadboard or maybe a hot plate or a trivet. Before you start deleting some of these lines, take that item and make you a duplicate of it. Because this gets a little tricky, because you've got to break curves apart. But we're going to start right here. And I've already started deleting some of the parts of the tessellation that I don't want. I don't want that little bitty, I don't know if you can see that. But now we're going to go and I want to cut this piece where it's going to cut out and stay inside of our border. See, there's another little piece. We don't want that. That's too minute. All right. We want this piece to be part of the outline. We want this piece to be part of the outline. We want this piece to be part of the outline. Now, you should have individual pieces. You have to go over here and break curve apart. Now, you're not going to be able to break that curve apart because the fact it won't let you, because it's still connected. So this is where it gets a little tricky. You're actually going to have to cut that apart, and you're going to have to cut that apart. This is a little time consuming, but now you've got that piece that you can ungroup, break it apart. So I'm going to hold down the shift key. I'm going to grab that, and our original piece. Let's see what happens. Didn't work. Let's grab our, got to break, ungroup, it's all grouped together. I need to ungroup it. So I'm going to grab that piece, and you can see I've got it, but I don't have the outline. So now we need to grab that piece, hold down your shift key, grab that piece, that piece, that piece, and I think the original. Move it out of the way. So now you've got this piece that would cut out. So that's an individual piece that's going to fit in here and make your individual item. Now it gets easier as you get along because you've broken the curve apart, but it's a little difficult, and you got to really be thinking about it. Anyway, so then we go and we draw our border around the object, and we don't, just so you'll see what I was talking about. Well, it's grouped together. Anyway, so we've got our border, and then that was our piece from earlier is that piece right there. And that's totally not what the video is about, but as you can see, I left some of it up there because I didn't group it together. So let's take a couple steps back, select them all, group, and now that's your piece that's going to fit in there and going to be cut out. So then you've got all these done, and then painstakingly, because it takes a little while, you're going to move them away, okay, out of this fixture. Then you're going to have something that looks like that. Then after you've moved them all away, you're going to have a hole because you've moved them all away. I'm purposely leaving this part of the tessellation to be part of the frame, so this is going to be like a walnut wood or a cherry wood. So our frame is like that. I feel like I'm leaving out a step, and I apologize. But then I'm actually going to make this one, I'm going to write the veterinarian's name and title down here. But that's not 100% what this video is about. If you color code those pieces before you take them out, then no two color, and some of these are exactly the same. Like this one and this one are probably exactly the same. Matter of fact, these three top ones are. Not this one because it's going around the corner. But that one, and that one are the same. These four are the same because they're interior. These are the same. But this one is totally different than that one. This one's different than that one. So you color code them, and then you can individually move them away. And then this is going to be cherry wood. This will be walnut wood. This will be, mahogany or whatever wood you pick, mesquite. So when you put it together, no two woods will be touching. But that's not 100% what the video is about. This is more for a woodworker. If you put all those pieces and cut them out and then put them back in there, the laser creates a kerf line. Anything that cuts, I mean a table saw, a bandsaw, leaves a kerf line. It's the amount of material that's taken out of the wood. Now, it'll look really good. In one video, I even explained how you could put them in there, glue them all down, and then let that dry, and then take glue and just spread it in the joint, because you're going to have a minute little hair joint all the way around. Then you can take the glue while it's still wet. But one thing you can do, and if we take this particular item right here, and I always just kind of double check, my item is 2.036 tall. We're going to go to range, then we're going to go to effects, contour, and we want to contour it to the outside 3/1000 of an inch. We want our contour line now, or our outline is red. We want our contour line to be black. We're going to apply that. Now, if you off click it and click it back and go up to range, well, it's not allowing me to do it. Make sure we contoured it. Zoom in here real close, and you can see my red line, and that was the original cut line, and now that was my black line. And why won't it let me break contour apart? That's a little weird. Okay. I don't know. Normally I don't have to do that, but I just selected it all. Break contour apart. And just try to grab the edge. So now here's your contour. We'll take the fill out of here. And just to show you that it worked, there is our original part, and it's 2.036 inches tall. Our new part is 0.042. Then you would take it and turn that into a red hairline. And it doesn't have to be red. It would cut black. So there's your new part, and you're going to put it apart, put it aside, take that one away. But I would keep this one. Maybe you can put the color back in there. And then when you do all these, and it takes a little time, but go over, you've already got your contour set up. All you have to do is hit apply. Now let's see if it'll let me take this one apart. Nope. Take contour apart. Sometimes it won't, grab it right out of the middle, but there's your new part. Now let's do another one real quick, because all you have to do is hit apply, break contour apart, kind of grab the edge. There's our new part. Now, if I wanted all those red, I can just do this. And I make them all red at the same time. I like cutting because I'm working in the house, I'm going to take it out to my shop. Now, just to kind of show you, here's my parts. I don't have them color coded, but I don't really need them color coded anymore because I've got these boxes. So this is my outline that I'm going to cut out of one piece of wood, and it has no contour adjustment in it because you're contouring these pieces and they're going all direction. And this is going to fit really, really tight. Matter of fact, you can put it together and it'll hold together without glue. In some places, you might even kind of have to smush it in there and tap it in there. But I'm going to use this for one kind of wood, this for one kind of wood, this for one kind of. So I'm going to have 4 different species of wood. I know that was a little confusing. I'm a little confused. But, you know, like I said before, you've already got this done. Let's make a duplicate. I make duplicates a lot because I don't want to mess anything up. Break the curve apart. And I want an area to be able to engrave some text on it. So I haven't changed anything, but I made my box here where I could laser engrave because I don't want to laser engrave on the dogs and cats. I really hope that helped. Thank you for watching.